Hello YouTube. Out here tinkering on the bug today. A little bit warm. Living in the south, humidity is murder. I don't know what the heat index is today. I waited till it's probably about almost 5 o'clock. Come out here and kind of tinker. I'm not going to do a whole lot. Just a couple things I want to show you in the bug. I'm going to try to show you anyway. Most of y'all that are going to watch this video probably already know how to do this. But a lot of people getting the seats out of these things are be murder sometimes. I really wish I could figure out how to switch my camera around without stopping everything, but give me one moment and I'm gonna stop this and switch the camera around and try to show y'all how to do this. So bear with me on my editing. And yeah, I cannot see my screen without looking through the bottom of my glasses very well, so just bear with me. Alrighty, we back. So, we'll see if I can do this while holding the camera and everything else. Probably not. Let me find the little clip. There it is, right here. I don't even need the light. Looks like I don't have enough as it is. This little clip right here. Just mash on it. Slide your seat forward. Should let it come all the way out. Let's see if I can maneuver this where we can see what's going on here. Let's see here. And that, my friends, is how that little old seat comes out. It's not too hard. Let's see. Yeah, passenger side in this car. I know on the driver's side, I've got some plastic covers that go over that helps it slide a little better. Oh, hello, money. Trying to decide how much of this interior I'm gonna take. I know I'm gonna take all the carpet out. That's what I'm about to do. I'm gonna go ahead and pull the other seat out and get this all out so I can get ready to clean everything up, pull all this off. The headliner actually was in good shape. I'm gonna take it out. Never done headliner. I'm gonna have to probably get the assistance of my son. He's done some interior work. Gotta clean that up back there. And then I've got a new headliner, so I'm gonna have to order some more pieces to convert from the white to the black, unless I can find someone laying around somewhere. But that's not at the top of the list right now. Gotta fix this seat, but getting everything out so I can paint. I'm gonna try to repair the steering wheel. I think I'm leaning on doing that. But a lot of y'all, if you're looking for a group size that works really well in these cars, this 58, almost perfect. There's not a whole lot of difference between it and what's supposed to be in it. And off the top of my head, I can't remember what the group size is. And I think I may have mentioned it in a video before, but yeah, I'm doing a complete color change on everything black in the interior. And one of the channels I'm following now I will try to link it in. He's working on a 73 Super Beetle. Mine's a 71. I've got the flat windscreen. His is a rounded. But it's amazing him showing the structural support for the dash, how much difference it is when it went from the 71 2 to the 3. And I don't know exactly how the dash looks like this in a 2, but him showing the photos of a 73, it's amazing how much difference it is. Even the all in the kick panels and stuff. But I've got a lot of work still left to do, and me trying to find motivation is a wonderful thing. And one thing I know that he was showing was talking about changing out the shifter bushing in the Volkswagen. I know on the older bugs there's a hole in the front that you slide the shifter out of, the shifter shaft. On my Super Beetle here, I really don't know. I'm gonna have to do a lot of research on that, because I just have no clue. Oh, get down here and yeah, I really don't know. Ain't got a clue. What? You know, just tinkering around today. I don't do nothing major. I'm gonna try to maybe piece in what the paint colors I'm gonna use. And I am no painter. I am by far no professional painter, or I am just a hobby painter. Like I said, there's around the door, and I know they were telling me about the foam down inside here. I don't have that. It doesn't seem like there's that much right there, but I did find it. Oops, sorry folks. All of it jammed up in there. I can see it sticking up there, so I'll get it cleaned out. I'm going to show my pressure regulator again. I'm telling you, if you got one of these bugs, these aftermarket pumps, more than likely going to be pushing too much fuel pressure. Regulate it down to about 3 to 3.5. Some of them show 4, but I set mine like at 3.5, and it made all the difference in the world on the way it run, because I fought it forever. It just wouldn't. It was like it was had to run full throttle to keep it doing anything. And I finally realized that I finally watched enough YouTube videos, found an older gentleman talking about how to adjust the carburetor, which I've watched enough of those to kind of have a good sense of it, and I'd get it pretty close and it seemed like it ran pretty good, and then it would start like it was flooding itself out, or starving for gas or something. And he said the aftermarket fuel pumps, unless you've got one like I think it's the old German style one that you can actually rebuild, usually push out almost 10 psi, which that one there did. And put the pressure regulator on there, and as soon as I started turning the pressure down, you could just hear it, just the idle changing. It was just started running better. And what it does, let me go back over here. Your float valve that's right here, it just pushes it open. It will not hold the pressure. It will not allow it to, it just fills up the bowl and starts pushing it in and flooding it out. Yeah, like I said, I've mentioned it a couple times now. And this right here makes all the difference in the world right here. Putting these little pins in to knock out the original hood pins, and then slide them through, Go to your Harbor, I think we got these at Tractor Supply. Tractor Supply, any farm supply place probably have those. And slide those bad boys out and pop that thing out, and oh, it makes life so much easier. Especially when you get in there and work, especially if you have to get down there in the back and pull the engine out. But I'm gonna stop right here. I'm gonna go get my paints and stuff and try to get it on here and edit. It's gonna look real similar to this. It's gonna be pretty close, but let me stop this, and I'll by the wonderful world of editing, we will you'll get to see the colors I'm going to use. So hold on. Oh, well, I guess I'm recording already. Oh well. All right, guys, girls, and folks, and everybody. Not sponsored by this company. This is just what I had come across some time ago. And this is a hot rod flat urethane. I didn't bring everything that goes with it. I just brought the color out so you could see what I'm using. I ordered a kit through TCP Global through Amazon. It's a single stage urethane hot rod flat black, and it's a true flat. It'll be flatter than that there. It won't have that sheen to it. Shouldn't have. And yeah, it's gonna be awesome. And then this is the epoxy primer. I've got to sand the whole car, clean it, prime it inside and out. Like I said, this is a gallon kit. There's 2 more quarts in there, and which gives me a gallon. But there on the side where it's the purple, I'm doing something a little different. I'm going to spray. I've got a carrier, and I'm using this purple flake to do the side, along the side. And then this is like a real fine powder you mix in. Oops, sorry. I don't know how well y'all can see that. It don't look real purple in this. It looks really weird. See if I can grab my little light and see if that'll change the way it looks. But yeah, that's gonna go down the sides here where this purple is. And a lot of y'all may have caught up with and look, maybe some of y'all, my new guys, have watched the video. But see, this was painted by Duplicolor. You can buy it at AutoZone, O'Reilly's, Advance, and it's a single stage or 2-stage lacquer. Like I said, of course, you got the primer you put under your base coat, which this color I mixed. Then they have a matte clear, and then a gloss clear, and the sparkle's a mid coat. And most of y'all watched my videos. Maybe you've seen why I'm repainting it. I guess this is from human error. Don't know. I'm gonna say it was my fault because I'm not a professional painter. And y'all forgive my mess in my shop. This is kind of, I get out here and get to work, and then it's time to go in and eat dinner. So, but you know what's crazy is that you can see, y'all can see it pretty good that way, right? Yeah, that looks a lot more true to the color for the most part, but it still can't quite catch all the sparkle. But what I'll do is, that's going to go into a carrier, or I think they call it a carrier, which more or less is a mid coat, and spray it, and then I'll put a clear over the top of that, and then I'm hoping that I can achieve the look I'm going for. The only thing is, if anybody wants to comment on this part, I'm debating on, before I had all my chrome on here, you can see where it's dirty, debating on filling in all these holes and then bringing the purple flake to this body line all the way to here, and then have it to the top edge all the way down till it disappears in there. Which I mean, I don't mind. I've got a welder. I can weld the holes up, but I also kind of like the chrome on there too. And I even thought about maybe tracking down some of the wider chrome and going with the bigger chrome. I've got the little narrow. Oh yeah, and this is pretty much where all my parts are at. My glass, my rubbers, my everything. Trying to keep everything consolidated into one thing. And then on my nuts and bolts and stuff, I've got this old tackle box, and I try to keep everything labeled out like this, so I know what was what. And pretty much from taking it apart before, I kind of got everything where I know I need it to be. But all the glass out, all the door jamb stuff's out. But yeah, fresh air box, the vents, the visors, which they're gonna get replaced because these are toast. These are horrible. My trim rings for the headlights, and if you need like extra headlight trim rings, just remember the ones off the Volkswagen buses will work on the Volkswagen Beetles. They're just turned sideways, so that'll help you out if you know somebody's got an old bus and let you have parts off of it. Then of course I've removed my fuse block, which everything tells me that doesn't belong into the 71. It goes into a bus or a Gia. I don't know, I guess somebody decided to change it out. I really don't know. But that's pretty much all the crud there. You know, like I said, just fixing my mess where my wiring harness is at, because it was just such a pain in the keister. It was just horrible. I'm gonna take out the tank again and get everything cleaned out. And I bed lined. I used a bed liner in here. You know, I like the way it looks. I'm gonna clean everything up through here, and I'm gonna go ahead and bed line all that too, because I just like the way it looks. It just no sense of trying to strip all that out and repaint it. And I've actually got LED turn signals built into the headlights, and those are my ballast. I built me some little brackets and hung them on some existing hardware that was in there already. Actually it's on the back side of the fender bolts. You know, there's 100 ways to do this. Some of it may be right, some of it may be wrong. Some people may go, oh, never thought about that. But, you know, we all have different ways of doing stuff. But you can see where I just didn't get it good and clean when I painted it the first time. And I couldn't even begin to tell how many coats of paint I have on the top of here. And I think I was only supposed to do like 1 or 2 light coats of the clear. I just kind of neglected to read instructions, and more is not always better. But it's gonna be a long video, and I'm sorry to everybody. That's where I sanded the fender down to begin with, and I just finally got mad at it and said the heck with it, I'll sand it all down and repaint it. But I appreciate y'all hanging out with me. Thank everybody that's new. If you're watching me for the first time, hit that like button, please. Subscribe. I don't have the greatest content in the world. I'm not going to be hot rodding this thing a lot. We will work on it as much as I can. I'm a poor man. Working 9 to 5. I work from a 4 to 4:30 in the morning job, and got bills to pay. And this is, you know, I've got the stuff I can do the paint and body on it right now, as long as I don't run anything to any stupid. But if I weld those holes up on the side, then I'm gonna have to go buy me some shielding gash from my welder, and they don't give that stuff away anymore. All I've got is just a little Lincoln, but a Century, and that jug or bottle has done me for a long time, but it's been empty for about 3 or 4 years too. I've been using this flux core, but I'm gonna have to get a new one because I don't like using flux core. Bought some cheap flux core and it splatters everywhere, more so than the regular flux core it seemed like. But alright, I'm rambling on now. God bless, roll tide, and peace.